Hi guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Many people ask me, how can I speak English better? How can I become more fluent? And that is a great question. And I have an answer for you. You have to speak more. Speaking English is like doing anything. You actually have to do it. So what do I mean by this? Well, any sport, let's take a sports example and say surfing. I live here in Los Angeles. I don't surf, but let's just talk about surfing. Now, you can watch videos on surfing theory. You can listen to people talk about surfing technique. But in order to surf, you really have to go out there with a surfboard and get in the ocean and surf. Well, that's the same thing about any language when it comes to speaking the language. You can sit in a classroom and listen to a teacher. You can watch Netflix and you can read books. All of these things are great. You can look at textbooks and do grammar exercises. This is excellent, but in order to really become fluent and speak English well, you have to speak English. I know, it's a crazy theory. Now, here's the thing. That can be easier said than done. Of course, many people watching English videos and wanting to learn English online, well, that's because you're not living in an English-speaking country. And also, I have to tell you, I have many students here in the United States whose friends and family don't speak English, or they don't speak English with their friends and family. We live in a digital age. It's very easy to order an Uber. I myself have my food delivered to my house, not just delivery from restaurants, but actually from the supermarket. So our interaction on a day-to-day basis can be quite limited. Going to the grocery store, we say cash or card, credit or debit. Would you like paper or plastic? And that's the conversation. So it can be challenging to speak English. You need a partner or you need partners. Language is a social tool. We use language with other humans. It doesn't exist in a vacuum. It doesn't exist in a void. So you really do need to go out and find people with whom you can speak the language. Now, in some cases, that may mean an English teacher. That's my job. In some cases, that may mean just friends that you make. But in any case, you really have to put in the time speaking to become good at speaking. There are no shortcuts. In other words, there's no way to speak well without actually speaking. So that's a very obvious and easy answer, and it's not magic. But you really have to think about this because people spend money on learning materials, people spend money and time very often is money, on watching videos and maybe spending a lot of time watching English programs, hoping that if I just watch 2 or 3 more hours of Netflix every week, my spoken English will improve. And that's not the case. Your vocabulary will improve if you pay attention. Your listening will get better, but your speaking doesn't really improve. Of course, having extra vocabulary will improve your speaking, and to a certain degree, it will improve your fluency. But really, you have to make that connection between the passive and active vocabulary. Now, this is a subject that I could talk about all day, but it's getting a little bit boring. So guys, I made this YouTube video yesterday and lost the ending. But here's the point. Fluency is something that you develop by speaking. Now, question for you: if you feel that you have become fluent in English, or you feel that you speak English pretty well, have you been able to improve your English a little bit, somewhat, or a lot, simply by watching Netflix or YouTube or online videos? Or do you feel that what I am saying is true? You really need to speak a lot to improve your fluency. There may be some disagreement. Maybe some people feel that you can learn to speak without a lot of speaking time. So I'd like to hear your thoughts, and you know where you put your thoughts in the comment section. Also, I would like to hear some ideas for future videos. I've got a lot of ideas, and I'm going to put together some more videos for you, but I would love to hear from you guys. Also, if you're seeing this video and you're not subscribed to this channel, there's going to be a lot more coming, so hit the subscribe button. Hit like, guys. The more feedback I get, the more of these YouTube videos I will do. I'm going to start moving a lot more of my time into YouTube. The more support I get from you, that just means the more videos you'll see. So thanks for hanging out, guys.